conflict resolution. One of the things that I want to think about in terms of conflict is, where does it originate from? Really, for the most part, conflict is organized around people fundamentally not hearing one another, and that can be really difficult because we live in a culture that's not really interested in tuning in and listening, but in being heard. And so one of the things that I always invite as I talk about conflict resolution with patients that I work with is that the first step towards resolving an entrenched and difficult conflict is to open your heart and open your mind and open your ears, and to listen, and to begin to really take in what other people are saying. For the most part, people are not interested in going around and creating conflicts. They're interested in being understood. And to the extent that you're willing to understand them and be the first one to go out on the limb and actually lean in and say, okay, I really am struggling to understand, but I want to know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. That curiosity is the first kind of step, or the first bridge into resolving entrenched conflicts. The second piece, of course, is also another process of looking inward, and that is empathy. So curiosity is what I was describing before, right? Being curious about what's in the minds of other people, being willing to kind of slow down long enough to really ask questions and listen deeply. But empathy is really tuning in with your heart. It's that emotional piece around how you connect with other people. And in order to do that, it risks being vulnerable, and it risks you hearing what they're saying, feeling what they're feeling, and kind of tuning into your own experience. If they're sharing sadness, fear, anger, those are all things you've felt. So what does that feel like? Touch that place in you. Be with that emotion for a moment, and then convey your understanding from that place. If you are being curious and being empathic or empathetic to people, it will move you so much closer to conflict resolution more readily, and it will be an opportunity for them to kind of disarm and bring down the defenses, and hopefully get to a place where they can reciprocate that, right? Where they can also listen to you, where they can also kind of take in what you're feeling and what you're thinking and what's in your heart and in your mind. So give that a shot this week. See where you can lean into certain conflicts and challenges this week, and practice being curious and being empathetic. And if you've tried all that, and you've tried conflict resolution on your own, and you're still finding that the conflict is too entrenched and not able to be resolved readily, consider seeking help around that. Work with a helping professional, work with a family therapist, work with an individual therapist, and know that we're here for you around that, and we want to help with the conflicts that you're facing.